I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter at KatesD8s. You can find me on Twitch and Discord at KatesandD8s. And I am playing Deirdre. It's really funny actually. I haven't seen him in a long time, but it's really only been a couple months. And yet it feels like forever. My patron may be able to help.
Who's your patron?
His name is Ectiarn. The last time I saw Ectiarn was when I came home. And he sent me off to explore. He told me not to stay in one place for too long. And I said I would.
Why did he send you away?
I don't know.
Well, what's the matter?
You remind me of someone that I miss very much. And, I just thought that this would help the loneliness go away.
I'm Nevin. You can find me on Instagram at Nevin Edmondson. I will post it in our thing, like I did not last time, and I will be playing Moldy. I'm a bit from all over, honestly. I kind of grew up with I grew up traveling with the circus as a kid for most of my life, and then I ended up in Wolf Crest for a while. But, you know, I travel a lot. I don't usually stick to one place for too long. I was born and raised on the road, so I guess I still just kind of travel.
Did your parents travel with you?
I mean, I don't really know too much about my parents. I was found by a very kind lady who raised me. She unfortunately passed away whenever I was younger, so I just, to keep it short, no, I don't really have a family. I'm going to I'm going to keep my hand on top of hers and use my other hand to get the cards out and have them levitating above, and tell her, put your hand on top of the deck, and in your mind, picture that person. This card is facing towards you. And when the card's facing towards you, what it means is that good tidings are facing you, and good fortune. So whoever it is that's in your mind, at least according to what my mother taught me with these fortunes, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. This person will be safe.
Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter and everything important at Very Pale Ale, and I play Kestra.
Kesra? You like poke my head over the thing. Kesra?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Places.
What kind of places? I've read a lot about places. I haven't been to many of them, but I've read a lot about them.
I'm glad. It's a small place. It'd be like northeast of here.
Oh? Is it cold?
Place with a capital P.
Place?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Well, I'm not surprised.
What's it like?
It's really small.
Is there a court there?
No.
That might be why I
No.
haven't heard of it then. Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay, so since we're insisting on taking this crazy shit with us, the key is to act like we don't have it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is to act like we didn't find anything. Be real upset. You two, maybe cry a little bit. I think one of you has almost done that a few times. Right? Like,
Get out of
we gotta, we gotta act like we don't have it. So if anybody is watching, we gotta look like this didn't work. Or we will be followed, and I don't want to deal with that shit. So. You mean like you. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, no, this is fine. We need to leave. Let's go.
Okay.
Hustle out. Look
Okay.
sad. Look like somebody just stole your lollipop. Let's go.
I'm Mindy. You can find me on Twitter at MKAY1713, and I will be playing Leona. I grew up in Ilvinus, quite the opposite of you, Monty. I didn't travel a lot at all. In fact, this is the first time I've ever left the city. You probably find that hard to believe. But no, I grew up there. I guess he became really the only family I had. And mostly just Lord Kentigan. Did you see? I got him. I mean, he got me too, but I got him.
You did. You did so well. Let's try to keep you from getting hit again, okay?
I think that would probably be a good idea. Okay.
I don't mind healing you. I'm happy to do it. I would prefer you to not go unconscious.
I feel like it's probably not very good for me either. But it's good. I'll be ready next time because I can throw it at them. They caught us off guard, so.
Yeah, they did catch us off guard. That's true. Just when you throw it, don't go running after it to try to get it back. Okay?
Well, what am I supposed to use after I throw it then?
Your
I should
way
get
is
some more
spells.
daggers.
Maybe.
Well, we can figure all that out when we get to Asmund. I'm sure they have lots of shops.
Oh, I'm sure. They'll outfit you perfectly.
We have so many because
And we're live. Hi, welcome to the stream.
Hello, cultists. Good
Yes.
first word. Good first word.
very important.
And you guys are not muted for once.
There we go.
I was going to ask.
Of course, yeah. Right now would be the time that we're not muted.
Right. It's fine.
Welcome to Open for Adventure, session 27.
Oh,
A lot of
Today, our adventurers are in the city of Wolfcrest. They are currently doing jack shit, actually.
sessions. It's real nice.
They have no objective. They have no pressing matter ahead of them. Most recently, if you watched Deirdre's solo session, Deirdre went to the Temple of Sarenrae to have a chat with a certain Leonis Stormwild, who did help her set her on a journey to self-forgiveness and compassion. Kesra is currently angry at the whole group for speaking words to our new guest, played by Melina, aka Valen. Give us a wave. Hi.
Specific words, thank you.
Specific words. And Valen came to the group while they were looking for a friend of Maudy's sister named Charlie. They were able to rescue her in time. She did actually die during the confrontation with this wizard, and Kesra was transported into a teeny tiny gem. It was adorable. However, thanks to Marshall's quick thinking, fast acting, Charlie's life was saved and she was brought back from the dead. I think that's good. I think that's as good as we're gonna get for an intro. Let's pick it up at, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening, and our adventurers. Why don't you tell me where you are? We'll start with you, Monty.
So when we last left off, what time was it? Like, how much time has passed since?
About 6 hours.
Okay. I think I would have been at the bar trying to talk more to Val, try to get to know her better.
Okay.
Or wherever she was, you know.
Okay. Would anybody be there with you?
Hopefully Val.
Aside from Val, is anybody there with Monty?
I mean, Marshall might be, but he's going to go probably upstairs for a bit.
Guess who took one of those anger naps?
That's real.
Did she ever come back down?
Probably gonna be a little bit. Because, you wake up, like, hungover from the nap, and then also hungover from the beer, and then also, like,
Okay.
she's double hungover right now. It's not great. She's gonna stay upstairs for a little bit.
Fiona's probably playing her lute.
Where are you?
Probably just sitting in a corner.
Okay.
Mostly just playing to myself, but I will play if, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll back this up to about, I'll say 45 minutes before Deirdre arrives back at the tavern. And we are going to start with Maudie and Val.
So, devils, huh?
It was something that happened earlier. We haven't had too many issues with them since.
Is it so it's a recurring thing?
No. It was just the once. But we were just ambushed. We don't know too much.
Ambushed. So it's happened. Do you have something they want or something, or?
I truly don't know, honestly. They came out of the night while we were together, and they took a few of us, took me and Leona and Deirdre, and ran into Marshall during that time, I believe. I wasn't there. But we haven't really had many issues with them since. It was just a one-time thing as far as I can tell.
Sounds like a lot. What happened?
Marshall took care of one, I assume, and we had another friend, Alexander, previously that helped us take care of the other. Like I said, I wasn't really there, so I'm a little fuzzy on the details.
Okay. I mean, stop me if I'm asking too much, because I get that. It's probably hard to talk about. But you were taken. Where were you taken to? Like, what happened? Were they just kind of like, devils trying to feed on your bones or something, or was it like, did you have something they want? I mean, I'd understand, because your group seems like top tier, so I'd get it, because you guys look like you got a lot of stuff going on, but...
I'm not hiding anything, and I'm being honest, I really don't remember too much. I was basically on the verge of death whenever they took me, so the details are fuzzy to me, but I really don't know what their plan was or what they were after. Maybe they just were looking for food. I don't know. I don't know why they were on this plane, but...
Camille, do I believe him?
Yeah, you believe him.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He does. He's being honest when he says he doesn't know or he doesn't remember much.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you like a really like out of left field kind of question? And you can again stop me if it's too much. But you know, you hear some things when you're on the road, and you get a bit concerned, especially after what you hear. But do you think it's at all related to, you know, and I kind of look around, make sure no one's listening, and I whisper, do you think it has anything to do with the assembly?
I couldn't give you an answer, honestly. I mean, it's all
Right.
speculation, you know.
I mean, yeah, but like you hear so much about it, you start to believe it. No?
I mean, I'm still learning about all these things. This is all new information to me as well.
Right.
I mean, it's possible, you know, demons and what we've heard about them, but
Well, have you heard about them?
just, you know, they work for the, what's the word? Demonic plane? What's the actual?
The Nine Hells. They were for.
The Nine Hells, yeah. You know, they're part of that, and you know, demons and just putting two and two together. But I mean, I haven't seen proof of that yet, necessarily.
Necessarily.
Well, just what I mean, like the devils attacking us, and the fact that they're around seems weird. You know, it's not a common thing to run into devils.
I mean, not wrong. I can't say I personally have had that kind of experience either, so yeah, that seems fair. All right.
What did you say it was you do again? Like, are you part of some sort of organization, or?
No, I just, you know, travel around, try and get work done, you know, find things for people, and that's about it. So,
Do I believe her?
Roll for insight.
That's going to be 19.
I will message you.
And how long have you been in Wolfcrest so far? I mean, you know Charlie, so I assume you.
Yeah, well, I mean, whenever I'm around, I don't stay too long, but overall, been here like 10 years, maybe a bit shorter than that. It's kind of come and go, depends.
Did you not have a family or a group that you were with before? I mean, Wolfcrest seems to attract people looking for a new start at times.
Well, no, I just kind of went where work was, and there's a lot of work here. So, yeah. What about you?
What do you mean? Like,
Well, I mean, you know, Finn. So,
oh, I spent, yes, as a teenager, I spent a lot of my formative years here, you know, taking odd jobs and things to get by.
all right, yeah.
So
How'd
not
that go
too.
for you?
It was, it's fine, you know. Decided to move on to different things. You know, I like to spread my wings a little bit and get out into the world.
All right. So how'd you get from doing odd jobs here to adventuring and getting caught by devils?
I definitely did not mean to get into the latter part of that, but I ran into Deirdre, well, after I left Wolfcrest, and then soon after ran into Kesra and Leona, and we've just been traveling since.
Doing what exactly, though? Because, I mean, I said it before and I'll say it again. You guys are decked out. Like, armed to the teeth. I've seen a lot of weird shit happen down in that basement. Which sounds really weird. I realize that now that I've said it out loud. But, like, it was really, like, there was a lot going on. Like, especially with, like, you know, and I point to your arm, like, that's a whole other base to touch on, but I guess we can start smaller, huh?
I mean, we all have our various skills that seem to aid us at times, but, you know, you seem to have some pretty impressive skills of your own.
Well, I
don't think I've seen anyone deliver blows that quickly before. And, you know, even Kesra, being as good of a warrior as she is pretty slow compared to you.
Well, thank you. Though, to be fair, I think she's at a bit of a disadvantage being, you know, in timeout. Yeah.
Did you learn that somewhere specifically, or was that in Wolfcrest?
Oh, no. I had a few teachers met along the way, you know, pick up a few things from a few people from time to time, or just get in a really rough fight, and then you realize, maybe that guy's doing a bit better because, you know, he's kind of kicking my ass. So you pick up on things pretty easily.
Well, it's impressive nonetheless.
Thank you.
Do you have any plans now that you've found Charlie, or where you think you'll go, or are you staying at Wolfcrest?
Well, I mean, I did come here on a job. I have to finish that, unfortunately.
What was the job?
Finding something for someone else yet again. That's what I do. But it'd be a bit unprofessional if I start talking about it, would it?
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah. Speaking of jobs, what are you guys up to? Because you can't just travel forever, right? You looking to do anything?
I mean, at the moment, I don't think there's necessarily anything we're doing, but...
So you're free?
Yeah, I suppose we have a couple days. We could, if you need any help or anything.
Oh, no, not me. Not me. But I think our mutual friend has some things to ask of you. And I slowly take out a coin and I place it on the table and just play with it. Silence was a new job.
Oh, I'm listening.
Well, it's nothing too much, but I'm making sure no one's looking around at this point. I'm keeping my voice a bit hush.
Yeah,
but
you're pretty good.
yeah. They just need some information, you know. I'm sure you've done this kind of thing before, but they just need to know a few things about a certain group of weirdos. And either you can talk to me about it or you can talk to them. Still got your coin, right?
Yes.
Yes. Look a bit down about it, bud. What's wrong?
I may have misplaced it when I was kidnapped from the devils before.
You lost it.
It probably fell out.
Well, that's fine. We'll just get you a new one. Well, I mean, you can't call back. I'm right here. They said you could talk to me.
Is that what it does?
Yeah? Like the... Do you not know how the coins work?
I wasn't really explained the details of what the stone was for. I was just told.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's fair. No, they... Well, I mean, might as well tell you, but they link 2 coins between each other, and you can just talk as much as you want between the 2, and it's like a secure
Like a
line.
sending stone.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yes, I mean, if you could give me a duplicate, that would be appreciated.
I will certainly look into getting you a new one.
What information was it they were looking for exactly?
Something about a cult of like dragon lovers. I don't want to say the name because it's a bit weird, but something about them. They just want any information you got on them.
And who is we exactly? Is there someone I'm reporting to, or?
Well, me. But could be anyone at the other end of the coin. I don't know who it is.
Do you know, like, if there's certain details they're trying to learn about them, or?
Anything and everything is helpful at this point to deal with that rowdy bunch. Something bothering you?
No, I'm trying to think of whenever we first were moving into, before I met, or around the time I met Leona and Kesra, we ran into some occultists who seemed to be servants of a dragon or dragon kind. They had like a pendant at 5 heads on it.
Okay.
But I mean, that's all I can really think of.
Right. Well, if your cool and badass friends know anything about it, it'd be worth asking them.
Yeah, I'll ask around and see if maybe they've encountered or know more about them.
Good. Well, I'll look into getting you that coin, and hopefully we hear more soon. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good lad. And I'm gonna ask for another round of drinks. Except mine is very watered down because I'm tiny.
That brings us to Marshall. What are you doing?
I would go upstairs. Is Ray's not in the room, is he?
No, he's out running errands.
All right. I'll just go in the room and sit on the edge of the bed and cast Sending.
Okay.
Should I, or are you going to roll the percentile?
Roll a percentile, please.
69.
Oh, nice.
I could have
Nice.
planned that better.
Yeah, you feel, God, everything I say is going to be wrong now. I'm just going to go with it. You feel this sending spell penetrate through God damn it, guys. Through the barrier between the planes, and what is your message?
I'm sorry. I'm not fast enough. I'm trying. Please forgive me. I'm doing my best. I'm sorry I failed you.
A long silence passes. You've sent sending before, and most of the time you don't hear anything back. minutes tick by before you hear, "No, love. Do not bring the hot here. Keep our children safe. I love you."
Just sit on the edge of the bed for 10, 15 minutes and stare at one very interesting spot on the floor.
After about 5 of those minutes, Ray does enter. Except for it doesn't look like Ray at first. It's a man in a disguise, some sort of commoner with sandy brown hair and brown eyes. And his figure shifts before you into that of the Crown Prince Aurea Massier.
I stand up and stretch and put on the happy face.
Make a deception check.
12 plus 15.
You alright?
Yeah, perfectly fine, mate. No worries.
You're not a very good liar.
Never have been. Never needed it. Yeah, I'm alright. You're alright.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Good enough.
Good talk.
Yeah, good talk, mate. Gonna go get drunk then.
Very well.
I'll pat him on the shoulder as I walk by him and say, "Mom's still alright."
Even though this pat on the shoulder is light and non-threatening, it kind of seems to take him aback, this sudden news of his mom. How do you do that?
I will show him the somatic movements and, the verbal components, and I say it's just a spell called Sendo.
Can you show me that again tonight? Later?
Yeah. You thinking of doing it yourself, huh?
Leona does it to me all the time, and I think it'd be fun to surprise her.
Well, I'm all for that then.
Very well. Very well. That's it. That's all I needed.
Sure you don't need anything else?
Yeah, of course. I do.
Okay.
No, I just wanted to ask. Do you want? What are we going to do? We can't go to the Hells. Not right now.
I know. That's part of the problem. And I don't think these are the only people that I could trust to even come with us, and they won't make it. I'd even be dead in 2 hours. So there's got to be another way. She keeps telling me not to come, but I can't, ignore her.
Maybe there's a reason she doesn't want us to come. She's been down there for bloody decade.
Yeah, well, she doesn't want us to come because she doesn't. I pull out the heart. And she doesn't want this down there, and she doesn't want us to die. But I can't bring myself to leave her there.
I know what you mean.
I've already bloody well abandoned her once. I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if maybe you wanted to meet Aunt Elena.
I did. I do. I just, I know we've got things to take. It's the fucking problem with this shit. There's always someone to take care of, someone to save.
Yeah. Yeah, now that I'm not with the army anymore, I'm not really... I don't want to follow this group like a lost puppy, but at the same time, I know I can be of use to them.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. We gotta do the good we can when we can, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, well... I'll meet you downstairs in the tavern.
I'll give him another few pats on the pauldron and just go downstairs.
This is about the time when Deirdre comes through the door. Leona, you see your friend.
I stop mid-song.
It is like, what?
Deirdre! And I scurry over. Oh, you okay? You're all right. How was it? Did it go well? Is everything fixed? Are you okay? Oh, that's not a good sound.
That's just a lot of questions.
Great.
I'm okay. Everything went fine, I think.
Okay.
I mean, nothing bad happened. I mean, I went unconscious like once, but it was just for a second. And then it ended up being fine. And it's just a lot. It was a lot. It might be better if I just explain everything that happens once we're all together.
Okay.
But I'm okay. I mean, and I look okay-ish. Like, you know how your face looks about 20 minutes after you finish crying?
Yes.
That's kind of where she's at right now. Yeah. That's about where she's at right now.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hug, and then I'm going to reach for your hand, and I'm going to tug you towards a table or the bar.
Oh, okay. And I will sit down at the table she drags me to.
Yes. Do you want a drink?
You know?
A water? Or a tea? Or some juice?
I wouldn't actually pass up alcohol this time.
Oh. Right. I will scurry over. Is who's at the bar right now? I need someone with some alcoholic experience. I'm looking for any of the paladins.
So at this point, Marshall has just come down. Mondi and Valin are at the bar. Any of the paladins.
So I first go up to Mondi and Val and they go, oh wait, no. And I scurry back away to Marshall.
Goodbye.
Marshall, Deirdre needs a drink. I
Happy day.
do not know what kind of drink she would like. Probably something not gross.
I'll go
This is
up to,
loud enough for you to hear, Mondi. I assume I didn't go very far.
I'll go up to the bartender, and I'm assuming they have a whiskey, yeah? Oh, yeah, she's getting a whiskey.
Is she gonna Can I smell it?
She'll love it. She'll love it.
Can I
No
smell
worries.
it first? I'm gonna smell it first.
It smells like alcohol.
Mm. Oh, are you sure? Are
It'll,
you sure?
she won't remember a bloody thing, and I'll hand you the glass.
I don't know. I don't know if
Leona, just wait a second. Could I get maybe a glass of wine and an ale? You know, give her some options, maybe.
Oh, good idea.
I mean, she could go for all three.
That's gonna be about a silver. Total.
Okay,
I have a
I'll put a silver.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I'll put
I
a
will
silver
go-
down.
Put the whiskey in front of Deirdre. Wait, hold on a second, and I'll go back to get the other.
And I'm carrying the other
Oh,
two.
yeah, perfect. Yes,
I'm coming. Just calm down, Leona.
we have options.
I pass by behind Leona and just like, nope. And I pour some water in that whiskey, and I'm like, you're gonna thank me later. And I walk away.
Oh, thanks.
I will say for the record, Kate loves whiskey. Don't know about Deirdre.
Oh, well, thanks.
I will take the wine first because that seems safest.
I didn't even hear you come in. Are you feeling okay?
I'm okay. A lot happened. And there are some things I need to think about, and some things I need to talk about, and
Have you been taking lessons from Kesra? Because you know he can talk to me. You don't have to be vague.
no, but I think it's more of the fact that we're downstairs in the middle of a public area.
No, fair enough.
We could go upstairs. I mean, we should probably finish.
Is Kesra still? Where's Kesra?
Yeah, where is Kesra?
Is she still asleep right now? I feel like she's definitely not going to get some sleep tonight if we don't wake her up.
Yeah, she's not going to sleep very well tonight if we don't grab her, but I'm also terrified of waking her up, so I don't know which is worse.
I'm gonna cast message because I haven't done that in a long time and say, Kesra, Deirdre's here. Come downstairs. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. And do that for the full 30 words that I have.
You know, someday I'm gonna kill you, right? That's it.
Mm.
That's all you got. That's all you get. I do eventually come thumping down the stairs. Very disheveled. I had a hard nap. One of those naps where you ask what year it is when you wake up. Yeah, it was rough.
I pass like a glass of whatever alcohol I was drinking. It's like half full. Also watered down still, but like
It's probably better that way.
I accept it easily. Just. Hi.
Did you have a nice nap?
No.
Well, now that you're down here,
Mm-hmm.
Deirdre wants to talk to all of us upstairs.
I think you can take your drink with you, though.
I will say it's for a good reason. It's
She doesn't want anyone to hear because it's a private conversation.
yeah.
Thank fucking God for that. Let's go upstairs.
While we're walking upstairs, I'm going to cast message very discreetly to Kesra. Kesra, what's your favorite color?
Somewhere between mind your own business and none of your business. I haven't decided yet.
I don't say anything back.
Marshall, do you stay downstairs?
I asked them, am I coming with you lot?
You're welcome to come.
Ooh, Kisra made a noise.
Make a lot of noises.
Mm. I heard that one night.
Oh.
I can hear the DM shrieking through my headphones and the other floor.
Valwyn doesn't know the context, but she's like, oh shit.
That's probably the first time in a long time, huh? And I walk upstairs.
That actually hurt me.
Leona's face is bright red. And she's gonna follow Kessera.
Valwyn's just in the background like, fucking got him!
It's very hard to keep a straight face when you hear your DM shrieking from downstairs.
I'll go upstairs.
I guess we're going to the biggest room, the girls' room. It's the biggest room, right?
Well, the one that I got kicked out of. So it's really Kessera and Leona's room.
Wait, is this the same tavern where Alexander and Kessera,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, we've been here a
Technically
while.
in the room that you're staying in, Chuckles.
I've been here 3 nights.
So, Marshall, do you go up?
Yes, I'll go upstairs.
Okay.
I haven't been here very long. It feels like forever.
You guys all make it up to that room and close the door behind you.
I'm going to lean against the wall, and I'm going to hold up a real quick finger and listen for anybody following us upstairs
Roll,
and linger outside the door.
roll a perception check.
I don't know why I do this. I'm not perceptive at all, but it's fine.
Hey, look, there is a case to be made for rolling for things that you are not good at, all right?
Well, I rolled a 9, so...
You don't hear anything.
Yeah. Someday I'll have a real perceptive character. It's fine.
Maybe that rogue whenever Kessera dies.
Maybe.
While we're walking up the stairs, can I try to cast message to Deirdre without Val noticing?
Yes.
I want to try to cast a message and just very briefly say, do not say too much about you personally in front of Val.
Val's not going with you guys.
Oh, she's not? Okay.
No.
All right. Never mind then.
It's still a valid warning, though.
I mean,
It's not a bad thing to warn Deirdre about. Deirdre being who she is.
Well, then I would still say that to her. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good to know. And also a bit worrying. But thank you for the warning.
You guys have made it up to this tavern room. The door is closed behind you. You guys don't, even with your passive perceptions, nobody hears any.
Oh. Well. I went and had a conversation with Leonis Stormwild. And I ended up going through this. It was a temple, but it was like underneath the Sarenrae temples. It wasn't even dedicated to Sarenrae. It was just this very old, like the original temple to Sarenrae had been built over it to try and cover up this place. A lot of things happened. There were traps and lava. And I did go unconscious. I'm fine. And I learned that Sarenrae is willing to forgive anything. But I need to forgive myself first. And it was a lot. It was a lot. Okay, let's just bring everybody in on this. Monty and Leona already know about some dreams I've been having. They haven't been great. And Leona and Mondi, please don't say the name that I told you. Please please call him the Whispered One. Because if we say his name, he will be able to track us and see us and know what we're doing. So.
The Whispered One. Okay.
Did you say the Whispered One?
Yes.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. Oh, I do.
Is there a window in this room? I'll just go to the window and watch.
Make a perception check.
18.
What are you looking for?
Something, anything. I'm looking for something out of place.
The sun is starting to set. 7 o'clock 7 o'clock during the winter. The sun is just set. It's down, and it's hard for your human eyes to see out into the dark. But you don't see anything out of place.
Is everything all right, Marshall?
No. She's right. Don't ever say his name. I wish you would have told me, Deirdre.
I'm sorry. I only brought Mondi and Leona in on this recently, and I only knew who he was by talking to Leonis. This has all been very recent developments. Back at the well, when Actaeon died, I don't remember much, but that night I dreamed about a man, thin, short, cropped hair, blue eyes, and he said that without a patron, my powers would kill me, and that I was useful and powerful, and he would be my patron as long as I did what he said. And I took him at his word. I was in no position to question anything about anyone. And then by the time we got back to Wolfcrest, I realized what I'd done. And I panicked. And I tried to, what I always do, I tried to fix it. So, the Whispered One told me to seek out Leonis Stormwild. And I did. Not for the reason the Whispered One wanted me to. And I'll probably pay for that too. But I've been having nightmares about him for probably the better part of 2 weeks. Some worse than others.
Downside, nightmares probably aren't just nightmares, especially if they come from a specific
Source.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know these aren't dreams. He's threatened my father, and I wouldn't put it past him to threaten you all as well. And I have a feeling that I am making both the best and worst decision I've ever made in my entire life, because while I am escaping from a deal that I made out of grief that was not right for me, I'm putting not only myself, but you all at risk. And I can't let you all walk into that risk blindly. And I'm sorry.
I'll reach for your hand and give it a squeeze.
I'll squeeze it back.
Frankly, at this point, what's one more thing?
That is... Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling too.
So I don't really understand how these things work still, but is there any way you could maybe find another to...
In order to do that, I would have to break with the Whispered One. And I think that... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can.
Well, I mean...
Figure it out. Figure this out.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah. No,
Huh?
go ahead. Continue.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to warn you, just in case. If anything seems off about me or about... I look at Kesra and I'm like, we just have to be careful about who we talk to and how much we tell them.
There's a lot working against us for some reason. We don't even know why yet. But there's a lot we know about. Fuck knows how much we don't know about. So I know I yell at y'all. And frankly, I don't take any of that back. But there's a lot that seems to have pointed directly at us. And we don't need to give them any more ammo than they already have. So
My only concern is, you said that the Whispered One requested something about Leona, and you would be punished if you didn't give it, right? Is that...
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
why? What is it that they were requesting, or can you...
I look at Leona and I look at Mundi. He wanted Leona to cast Identify on everybody.
Why?
I imagine for what you've seen previous. Well, everyone here, Marshall doesn't know about this, but it's fine. It's Marshall. For the Mark of the Keepers, Leona. I think. I don't know. But that's what I believe to be correct. But I don't want you to. I don't want you to.
But if she doesn't, aren't you going to suffer?
I've suffered a lot of things.
Well, no, Deirdre, this is a serious matter. If this person is your patron, we can't just not do something about it. We can't. You'll get hurt if you don't do what he says.
I would rather get hurt than serve someone who I know to be so profoundly evil.
Deirdre, you don't have much of a choice, do you? I mean, it's not your fault, and you should forgive yourself for what you've done, but this isn't something we can just turn our backs to and just hope for the best and that you'll be okay. This is a big thing that you're a part of now.
I always have a choice. And I think if I can break this off with the Whispered One, if I can fight against this, he won't have access to me. He won't have access to you all. It may take a little bit, but I can keep you all safe by doing this. And if I get hurt for it, fine, I'll get hurt for it. But there is, as Kesra said, there's a lot going on, a lot pointing at us. And if I can get rid of just one thing, if I can make it even moderately easier, then I will.
Let me just start off by saying agree. Probably don't want that to, sure. Probably don't want that to happen. But generally speaking, open rebellion against whoever holds any kind of contract, not generally the best idea in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
I agree, but I guess at this point it would be open rebellion. It wouldn't have been open rebellion if I hadn't said anything to Leona, but
we can trust me. There are ways to stall without it being open, hey, fuck you, I'm not going to do what you say kind of thing.
I tried that. Leona, do you remember when I wrote something down for you?
Yeah.
That was an attempt at stalling. That was an attempt at subverting or trying to get around what he'd asked me to do.
How about this? Sunshine, you can cast Identify on me? Sure, when I'm drunk enough to agree. Absolutely. When I'm drunk enough for you to come over and say, can I do this? And I say yes? Absolutely. There. Now we have plans for her to identify the only person other than herself that hasn't been identified. And it's never going to happen. So
I look over at Marshall, just very quickly.
Yeah. So now we have plans. Now you're just waiting on me. So then it's my fault.
Kesra.
What?
I can't. I won't ask you to take that on.
I just did.
What if we just
we don't need a solution right now. That's the thing. To think that we can come up with a solution immediately after being presented with a problem is stupid.
I think it's the best time to come up with a solution.
I'm sure you do.
Deirdre, you said that he requested this of you. And you keep having these nightmares. When did he make this request? Is it something that maybe there's time, or is it that if you go to sleep tonight, that you're going to suffer because of it.
I don't know. The first thing that happened was when we returned to Wolfcrest, so it's been a couple days. I don't know how long of a timeline I have. I was never given one, but I imagine it would be pretty prompt. Especially for something so simple.
Well, I'm stubborn as shit, so.
Well, should we use... Oh, God, sorry.
I was just gonna say, just... If you see me having a nightmare, please just wake me up.
We can do that.
Thank you. Sorry, Mundi, I interrupted you. You were going to ask Marshall something.
No, I was just curious. Marshall, you seem to react very... You reacted very quickly to that information. Is there any sort of insight you might have into how to deal with this, or maybe how to help Deirdre with getting out of this?
Where I'm from, we know of the Whispered One, and there's nothing worse I can think of. And I will turn away from the window and come up to Deirdre. I've got one spell, 4th level slot left, and I will cast Death Ward on her. And then I will look at her and say, he's got to come through me. I've got an early morning. Sleep well, everyone. And I leave the room.
Thank you.
So, since the gang's all here, I need to, when I say a lot of shit's pointed at us, I don't know if y'all actually get how much shit is pointed at us. See, I was all fired up earlier and I was ready to... Now I just don't want to. So, y'all remember way back when I got stabbed in the chest by that shitty old man? Well,
I don't know if that's how I describe him, but yes.
No, that's exactly how you describe him, trust me.
Okay, yes.
I wasn't just taking a cat nap when I was laid out on the floor. I had a dream. A really super shitty dream. Where, as you know, the well said that at least I was in the shit, right? Specifically me in the shit because of some blind lady shouting stuff at a eclipse or whatever. So for the record, y'all are in the shit too. Sorry, we're in the shit together. The dream had all 3 of you in it, and I was basically told to protect you 3 specifically, or else. I was told to specifically protect Sunshine right there from what's his face, douche nozzle, Roman specifically. Yeah, you're gonna turn into a pretty shitty person. Thankfully he solved that problem for me. I wasn't quite sure how I was gonna convince you that you're, it's whatever, it's fine, it's done now. But like, yeah, y'all were pretty fucked up. And then I've had more dreams. I've had interesting conversations with less than interesting people. About how if we don't succeed in whatever we're supposed to do, if I don't succeed in whatever I'm supposed to do with you three, the world is going to end. Like, literally ash.
What?
Wasteland. Yeah. No. Ash wastelands, giant canyons full of dead people. Nothing.
Who was showing you these things?
Somebody that probably knows what he's talking about.
I mean, is it like mine? Who? Kesra?
Fuck. I don't.
Kesra, please, this is important.
Yeah, I know it's important. I know it's important. Yeah, it was Paylor. It was Paylor. I think I called him asshole. It's the only redeeming thing of the whole conversation. But no. Yep. He gave me the dream about protecting y'all. Gave me the dream about and like when I say Ashen Wasteland, I mean literally the mountains were flattened. There were no discernible features of landscape. It was just gray and dead, with the occasional skull everywhere. So I don't know what the fuck we're supposed to do. I have no fucking idea. I just know that we need to do it, or everything will be over.
Have you been warned since we've been traveling? I mean, are you on the right path? Do you know?
I have no fucking idea. I assume so. I don't get any more fire and brimstone nightmares anymore.
You haven't tried to reach out?
No. So yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, great assignment. Just succeed or everything fails. It's great, No. Go left. Look for this. There's nothing. And frankly, I didn't tell y'all for a while for a lot of different reasons. Mostly because, frankly, I didn't want it to be true. I didn't want it to be true. I didn't want the fate of the whole fucking world to be on me and to be on us. But I guess it is. So, moral of this shitty story, watch out for the dreams. Don't tell anybody anything until you can verify that they're not actual shitbags. And, fuck if I know. No pressure, right?
Well, while we're on this subject, I think we are, whether we like it or not, all bound together for a reason. I think that's been pretty abundantly clear that the four of us found our way together for a reason. And Kesra, I know you have your reservations and you like to be calculated and like to think before you speak, and I agree with that, with strangers. But amongst the four of us, I don't think there should be any more secrets. I don't think we can afford to have any more secrets. And to prove that to you, I'm going to share something with you as well. When we were at the Well of Wonders, I recognized someone from yours, Kesra, and I was approached by a elf named Venvir, your mother, to join the Silence. I have not done anything. I was only given a stone and told when they needed me, they would let me know. Someone has approached me to let me know that. And it is Val. And I think we should be very careful about what we tell her. And I think more than ever we should listen to Kestra's advice on being very careful about what we say and what we do. But that is my way of showing that there are no more secrets amongst us from me.
Oh, you're part of the Silence. This whole time.
To be honest, I'd kind of forgotten I was mentioned to have joined it, and I accepted the offer, and then nothing came of it, so I just thought it was going to go away. Other things came up.
Have you met Maud?
No. I met Venvir through Conrad. It was through a member of what I assumed was the Thieves Guild, and I was mistaken. But she's the only contact I've had with the Silence. But I've been approached nonetheless.
This Leona, the Silence you serve, it almost seems different. I don't know. What do you mean? I mean, I've only ever had 2 points of contact too, but I mean, that sounds like how it was for Mondi.
I mean, they gave me the only thing I had. I got rid of it after the well. I don't know why exactly, but it was like a black coin with a S carved into it. It was like a black obsidian coin.
I had a stone. Did mine have an S in it? You said your coin had an S.
Yes, it was like, it looked just like black obsidian that had been carved with an S. I don't know if maybe there was an enchantment on it. Apparently it was a sending stone. I didn't realize that. I don't know if anyone had been listening to me while I had it, but...
A Roman Maud gave me a sending stone, but mine didn't.
Well, Val is supposed to be trying to find a replacement for me after she talked to me. Maybe it's different. Maybe there are different types of stones. Maybe when she gives me one, if it has an S on it, maybe that's something to be cautious about. If it doesn't, maybe it's just coincidence.
My concern is that you two weren't aware you were in the same company, and that if one of you wasn't able to be contacted, that the other one wasn't immediately contacted. They obviously knew where to find us, find you all. So why not overlap? Or why overlap? Maybe they didn't trust us? Maybe. Mondi, if you get another coin from Val, maybe you could ask and see if that's the only thing that they use.
if I'm being honest, there's a reason I didn't really think too much about the silence. Was I didn't really want to be a part of it in the first place. I was in a basement alone and didn't feel like I had much of a choice. I don't really want to get too involved in secret organizations unless I need to.
I understand that, but I get that. I do. I don't have my message stone either anymore. I got rid of it a couple of nights ago.
Well, Val is... Sorry, cat. Val has been asking, she asked me about the dragon cult. That was the... what she was looking for information about them and said that was what she'd been tasked to find more information on. So, I mean,
months ago.
I haven't heard from them or seen them since. The character's name I can definitely remember. Misery. I haven't heard from them since Misery. I remembered it. But all I told her was about the occultists we ran into on the road. I didn't mention anything else. Like I said, I'm not too keen on getting further involved with any other organizations or cults or anything like that.
Yeah, that's a lot. I do have one of the pendants from the original cultists that we ran into in my bag. I don't know what use it would be. It's been so long and they all died and we really didn't look into it. So
well, I mean,
a phylactery around that same time.
I was also told that they wouldn't be bothering us anymore, so I just assumed that they went on their way, I'm sure.
Who told you that?
A friend of mine you've met before.
What about secrets, Mundi? Like, now I'm just curious.
All right. Well, it was the Black Dragon.
The what? The who?
The Black Dragon? The one that dropped you off? At Alexander's. Guess right, you were drunk.
Yeah, it must have been. Black,
Where I get my dashing complexion from, I'm sure.
That okay.
What I can tell, he is a friend and someone to be trusted for now. So I trust his word. But that is it. That is all my secrets that I can remember.
That's fair. It's the easiest way to keep a secret is to forget about it.
Oh, this is a lot of information. Okay.
Yeah. So, well, at least now y'all understand why I'm so, grumpy. Most of the time. I'd say it's about 80% of my motivation.
It's understandable.
And the best part is I don't have the next clue as to even remotely how to begin.
And that's where we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
To play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless. I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right and the way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right and the way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa, you left me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Life is so easy. Whoa, you left me to pieces. Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost.
And we are back from our break. What would you, the group has just gotten done with a long, very serious conversation. It's about 8 o'clock at night. What would you like to do?
Drink to forget.
Say, Kesra, is that whiskey still downstairs?
It will be.
Dibs.
Alright, fine.
Deirdre, don't drink too much whiskey. It's
I won't.
Oh.
I just need something a bit heavier than normal right now.
I'll pretend you never said that, Chuckles.
well, it's it's very heavy. On if you're not used to it, it's very strong.
That's the point. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay.
I assume that Punchy's still downstairs. Scratchy. See, I said Punchy, I think Scratchy, and that's
Make a perception check.
oh, not looking that hard. Oh well, now I roll a dirty 20. It's fine.
You don't see her.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna order a drink, and then I will proceed to do what most people do with drinks and drink it.
Ray comes down a bit later, after the rest of you. Is there anything you guys would like to do with your night? Or would you like me to skip to the next interesting thing that happens?
I would like to pray.
Yeah? At the bar?
No, I don't think I went downstairs immediately.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's one god that Kestra would willingly.
Let's have enough drinks, and we'll pray to anybody, right? Okay.
So you stayed upstairs by yourself?
First, yes, just for briefness.
Okay. What does your prayer sound like?
Hi, Paylor. It's me. I know we don't talk very much, but my friend, whom you know very well, I think is a little bit lost, and I don't know if there's anything you can do to maybe give her a nudge in the right direction, or at least let her know if she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. I don't know for sure, but I think she cares more than she likes to let on. And I think she's a little worried about what we're supposed to do. I don't know all the details, but I do know that when I felt lost, sometimes a bit of divine guidance was what I needed to get on the right foot. So maybe you could help her somehow. That would be really great. Thanks.
I'm not divine intervention, but I can help.
What the?
Hi. I'm just sitting on the bed. Up.
Hi.
Hi. You guys are really terrible at keeping watch, by the way.
I don't usually keep watch when I'm praying.
No, I mean before.
Oh. Were you listening?
Yeah. Sounds pretty rough. I don't need to give you that face. Everything's fine. I understand that it looks bad. I mean, it is pretty bad, but... What? Listen, I know we're both on the same page here. You just admitted it as well, which is great. Good to know. Both you and Maudie know. I didn't know that you didn't tell him. That seems a bit weird, but, you know, whatever.
I'm gonna send a message to Deirdre.
Right in front of me?
Yeah, you're not gonna hear what it says. You're just gonna know.
You have to. It's what are the components for it?
Did I just say it out loud?
What are the components for it?
I'm a bard.
Yeah, what are the components for it?
I don't know.
Is it
Pretty sure
somatic
it's
and
still
verbal?
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure it's still a verbal, like, spell.
Like the incantation is a verbal spell.
I mean, frankly, you should probably just go ahead and do it anyway.
I don't care. As long as I don't really care. Like, let's be real. You just heard our entire conversation and heard that we were going to try to keep things secret from you. So, and be wary of you. I'm just going to send a quick message to Deirdre.
Go ahead. Actually better, honestly. I get it.
Val heard everything.
I look up from my half-drunk whiskey. Everything?
She hasn't killed me yet. I think it's okay. I'll keep you posted.
You guys think I'm gonna kill
I go
you?
upstairs.
Oh wait, now hold on. You think for a second I'm gonna kill people? That's not my thing.
I open the door with a little more force than necessary.
Hi,
Fiona?
I'm okay.
Why would you be? But what's wrong? Listen. Do you want to close the door at least?
I close the door.
Thank you.
That did us the first time.
Important.
Just happily drinking. Come on.
Hey, at least we're going by the buddy system. It's fine.
Yeah, it's true.
Trying to pray.
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry for interrupting on
Are you?
that.
Are you sorry though? I'm not so sure I'm convinced.
I mean, personally not, but, listen, obviously this is way over your heads. Also mine, personally. I'm only a middleman. But, you know, not everything is pointed against you. You do have friends.
Oh? Like who?
Like, and then I produce this extra coin, and I pass it to you, Leona. Apparently you needed a new one, because your old one is gone, dead. I don't know what you've done with it, but no one can talk to you anymore. So,
Does this have an S on it?
should be like a coin with an S on it, yeah. Just like the one that Maudie described before.
So you...
Now here's my... Well, that's the thing. You guys were talking about stones. I don't know what that is. And I've been in the silence for a bit longer than however long Maudie was in it, and probably longer than you as well. So where did you get that stone from? And I know that you have absolutely no reason to trust me, and that's fine, I get it. But if what Deidre was saying was correct, and you both had two different experiences with silence, one of them was right, the other one was not. And I think you've had some issues concerning certain people that may or may not have been in the silence. And it's led to something deviant.
I sit very heavily on the bed. If I gave you a name, could you tell me if they were in the silence?
I could try, yeah. I don't know everyone, but...
Roman Kentagon.
I look over at Deidre. Do you also want to sit down?
Yeah, that might be best. I'll take a seat on the bed.
Alright. You trust her, and I think you all trust each other, which is great. You should keep on to that. So I don't think anyone will mind me saying this aloud, but yes, he was, but not... He wasn't always, and he didn't join with good intention. Do you know who the assembly is?
We're coming to know who they are.
Great. They're a bunch of dickheads. Devils and all that. By the way, you definitely should keep that under wraps because, man, they're horrible. Leona, are you okay if I continue, or do you need a minute?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Let me know if you need me to stop, because this is gonna be a lot.
I'm gonna go over to Leona and just start rubbing her back. I am actively paying attention.
Just for a quick cursory glance, trash can anywhere nearby? Good to know. Okay. I'm okay.
Well, I know, anyway. He was a mole, working with the assembly, joined the silence because, well, I guess he wanted a bit of insider knowledge. Got it. And we only found out recently. And yeah, not great. Again. But to answer your question, short answer, yes, not anymore. Long answer, was never sided with us, but was still a part of us as a group. But not anymore because we know that he's awful.
How long ago was he part of the silence? Do you know?
How many else do I know?
You would know that until they found out he was a mole about a month ago.
Maybe a month ago.
A month. So it hasn't been the whole time.
I did ask about him before. You weren't there, Leona, but everyone was a bit upset at hearing mention about him, and I can tell that it's even worse for you, so if you don't want to talk about it, I get it, but I do need to ask if he's mentioned anything about the assembly to you before, if you've talked with anyone that he's considered allies before.
Maud. She was an elf. An elf.
Okay.
Dark elf.
High elf.
High elf. Thank you. Sorry, been a while. High elf. I give a brief description because I clearly remember all the details. Do you know her?
Do I? I don't believe so. I mean, it's hard to really talk about mods, considering that she's not really a person. It's more like a facade, a fake identity.
Created by who?
Someone called Venbear? Venbear?
Venbear.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, she's getting information like on the fly.
Yeah, this is a lot I'm getting right now.
You're doing so well, Mel. You're doing
Wait,
so well.
I Maud is Venveer. I tried to tell Maud about.
Wait. So that could mean that Maud is really working for the Silence and tricked you, but it could also be the opposite.
Well, I really hope it's the first option, because it'd be a bit difficult if it was the second one.
It's either Leona or Monty. One of them's been tricked.
I mean, considering the whole stone situation and Roman, I think it's Leona. But if Maud is involved, then either I'm wrong and Maudie has been hecked over, or there's something much worse happening.
What could be worse?
Leona, I know that I said this before, that I do believe you trust everyone here. But just like say it right to my face. How much do you trust Deidre right now?
She's my best friend.
Cool. You promise nothing's coming out of this room, right? Everything's under wraps. Cool.
Yes.
Venveer is kind of the head honcho. So, them being Maud, if they are, posing as someone else for the opposite side, that makes things a bit difficult. I'm positive that this is just us speculating and it's not true. I really hope it is. But we can't deny that that's a possibility.
Is there a way we could...
Is it possible that Venveer was posing as Maud in order because she had suspected a mole earlier?
That is possible. I mean, I won't lie to you, Leona, I was also asked to figure out whether or not, you were going along with Ronan and all that in the assembly, so I know that obviously that's not true. So it's entirely possible that Maud was just another face in order to figure out if that was true or not. I don't know. Like I said, you do have friends, Leona, and we don't. Roman was awful, and we're trying to uproot him as best we can, as well as the entire assembly, because there's so much to deal with. But
I think with the amount of trouble that Roman has given both the Silence and you, Leona, that I think it's rather safe. I won't say safe is the wrong word. I think until told or proven otherwise, we can think that Venveer was trying to out someone. because this is the first time that I've heard anything going against Vinvir. It's only the second time I've heard about Vinvir. First, it's been a long day.
Wouldn't be unlike him. But, you know, I don't know everything.
Thank you for telling us this.
Well, you guys were about to keep secrets from me, so I thought might as well tell the truth now before you decide to murder me or something. I don't know, because I thought I was going to do that, which is a bit harsh, but I get it.
We're not those kind of people. We wouldn't have done that.
I think some of you might have.
One person might have.
I can think of at least two, honestly.
We would have
Possibly two. Just know that it was just to protect ourselves.
No, I get it. Silence doesn't have the best image. We're not interested in correcting it. We do look like a bunch of jackasses, so I get it. But if it means anything to you two, or to anyone else, we also just want what's in everyone's best interest. I don't know how much I can do to convince you guys, but as someone who's been with them for 10 years now, maybe more, lost count, I believe with all my heart that they're doing the right thing, even though it's extreme sometimes, frankly, but sometimes the law doesn't always work. So I hope that you can use that coin to find a bit more help. Considering what you've got on your plate, you need every ally you can get, and I can promise you that coin's not going to lead you to someone of the likes of Roman, but it will lead you to me at least. So anytime you need me, just pick up a coin, I'll be right there. But if you find anyone else from the Silence that you also want to get in touch with, use the coin, stick it up or whatever. It works somehow. I'm not that great with magic, but you're able to find more friends. You'll be able to talk with them easily with them. Hopefully people that know a bit more than me, because the whole looks over at Deidre like, that whole situation that you got going on is a lot, so can't really say I know too much about how to help with that, but I'm sure someone does. And if there's anything we do best, it's making sure people don't mess with things that they can't deal with and don't have the power to control, and they can help.
I appreciate it. I do have one question, kind of out of the blue, semi-related.
Yeah?
The Silence wouldn't have had anything to do with a woman named Siobhan. Siobhan Kelly?
I don't... No, that doesn't mean... The name doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay.
Ask who that is. Maybe I can find out something for you guys.
It's my mother. I was told that she was kidnapped by the Silence.
Well, if we're being honest with each other, we do those things, not to kidnap people's mothers, but I can assure you that no one by that name is sitting in the silence having tea and biscuits. So it's fine.
I know where she is, and it's definitely not with the silence right now.
Okay. Well,
I just wanted to confirm that the information I got was wrong.
And I look just kind of sideways at Leona before looking back at Val.
well, like I said before, I told Marty this, but I find things, I find people. I can help you out if you need it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Val. Thank you for trusting us with this.
I mean, would have been great to tell you guys earlier, but it was a bit funny to try and lead you guys on, not gonna lie. Also, it was really funny to see Kester get really mad at you guys. But
I'm just glad that we can honestly say that we did not tell you anything.
Yeah, no, you guys did a good job, honestly. Even though some of you guys are a bit more tight-lipped than others, but you make it show too much.
Yeah.
I'll work on that.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to accomplish before you part ways?
I'm just trying to soothe Leona
Right.
and making small talk with Val. Val?
Vowels and consonants.
Consonants. I'm just
Yes,
going to make
hello.
small talk with vowels and consonants. It's fine.
Who leaves first?
I'm gonna grab. I'm not gonna grab your hand, Val, but I am going to, after an awkward amount of you guys doing small talk.
Okay.
Val.
Yeah.
Do you trust Fenvir?
I do, but with recent information, it's a bit confusing right now, but I want to hope for the best. So, yeah, I trust her.
Is it common knowledge that she sometimes goes by Maud? In the silence, I mean.
To a few of us, yeah. Do you mind my asking, are you going to be okay? I know this is a lot.
I will be.
Okay. Well, I won't keep you too busy. Should also probably talk with Mozzie, and I should also talk with Kester and Marshall, which is, not gonna lie, terrifying. I think Marshall could rip me in half. So I'm gonna go and try and tackle that beast. But do you need any help? I just like my own coin. You know where to find me, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Val.
Of course. And I'm going to also turn to the side, and out of my bag, I produce a tiny little origami horse, and I just leave it in Leona's lap. Not much, but.
Thank you.
Val, you make your exit gracefully. And guys, this is about to be a serious moment. And you leave Leona and Deirdre in the room alone together. Deirdre, you know that feeling in your face, that warmth whenever you feel like you're gonna be sick? It comes to you suddenly. And your eyes glaze over a little bit as you hear a voice in your head. I hear you've been misbehaving.
I don't answer. I don't say a thing.
You know, this could be very easy for you.
The right thing is not always the easy thing.
You're really going to do this, aren't you?
I made a mistake.
Yes, you did.
And I'm going to fix it.
The sensation leaves you.
All right.
Fine. No more secrets. Sorry. It was him. It was the whispered one spoke to me just now.
Just now?
I don't know how he knows.
Deirdre, you feel a sharp sensation on the back of your neck as something hard lands a blow right there. Leona, you look up and you see a figure standing above her. This figure is tall, maybe 6'5". You can see a hood, dark, long ears pointed out, black hair spilling from underneath, distinctly elven features peering from underneath the hood. And you watch as this strike lands swiftly. And Deirdre, you suffer no damage. But there's a flash of light as you watch energy leave Deirdre's body and enter this figure. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's not great. That's a 9.
You're stunned. In your mind... Oh gosh, hold on. I'm not nervous, you're nervous.
Yes. Correct.
In your mind, you watch as this ability that you had been toying with in your mind since you became since you became under the patronage of the Whispered One, the Tomb of Levistus ability flashes in your mind and then it's sucked away entirely. This figure delivers another strike right to your gut from the back, Leona moving at a pace that you can't even believe. And Deirdre, images flash every time you've ever healed anybody with your healing light. A bright white flash from your gut. Another blow. And you watch each of your spells begin to disappear. Leona, this figure lands 7 blows on your friend before you can even make a move. Each one of them doing no damage, causing her no physical harm. But each one sapping out some kind of energy. Deirdre, your connection to the weave, with one final blow to your neck, is severed. This figure leans down, all in an instant, whispers just loud enough for you to hear, Deirdre and Leona. Good choice. I'll be back. And then in a flash, the figure turns invisible. And they're gone.
I'm immediately reaching for Deirdre.
You look and you see Deirdre is paler, maybe a little gaunt. Deirdre, you no longer have any warlock abilities.
I look like I'm about to cry for like 20 seconds. Less than 22 seconds. The right thing is not always the easy thing. I'm okay. I'm okay. I am distinctly not okay, but...
What was that?
Everything's gone. Everything's gone.
What do you mean?
The only thing you have left is your light bearer.
What do you mean?
Everything. I'm gonna put my hand on Leona's arm, try to heal her. I know it's gone. Leona, I'm trying to heal you right now.
No. I'm gonna cast Healing Word. I know that's not gonna do anything, but I think I'm gonna try anyway.
I don't... I don't... I mean, I understand. I know why this is happening. I get it.
Maybe there's a way to maybe Marshall can do something. He got my memories back. Maybe he can.
What happens? I don't trust the Whispered One. I don't. But what if this really does kill me? What if having no patron, no powers?
No, it won't. We'll figure this out. Okay? We'll figure this out.
Okay.
Leona? You hear Ray's voice from the hallway. Leona, is everything alright in there? Leona, say something or I'm coming in.
Ray?
Deirdre? What is it? Are you decent?
Fine. You can come in.
Ray opens the door and peers in. Is everything alright? What's going on?
It's okay. It is a lot to explain. Can you get Marshall for me?
Sure, certainly.
I've got it. I'll send a message to Marshall. Marshall, can you come upstairs, please? Quickly.
Or she can get him.
I suppose that wakes me up then.
Yeah.
Oh, are you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh. I wake up. I'm coming.
Yeah, he's coming.
And I'll go over to their room.
I'm holding both of your hands.
Ray's kind of like standing to the side of the doorway.
What's wrong
I'm
with-
guessing Ray wasn't there for like the group conversation.
You guys did not invite him.
Yeah, nope. Sorry, Ray. It's fine. Well, he's gonna learn some things now.
No offense, I don't think Kester would have shared any of her dreams if anybody other than the original four had been in the room. So
fair.
It's fine. He's not offended.
What's wrong?
The Whispered One, he spoke to me while I was awake. And then someone came in here and attacked me. I'm not hurt, but all of my powers are gone. All of them.
Is that possible? Marshall, is that even possible?
Can I make a religion check to
Yes,
see
you
if
can.
I've ever heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
I've got plus 10, so 26.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. But if a warlock goes back on their deal, there's a lot of things that their patron can do. I don't think you've ever heard of a case being this bad, but you have heard of clerics and paladins getting their powers removed from their deity as well.
Yeah.
But it's an extreme circumstance.
I mean, I know of paladins falling from grace. I know of priests being expelled from the orders they belong to and losing everything, but a warlock, it's almost unheard of.
If that's all this is, I'll count myself grateful for it. This is one grace I'm okay falling from.
I haven't gotten the benefits of a long rest yet, have I? I've got one more to do then. Might as well use it tonight. I'll cast Restoration on her.
Greater
Restoration, yeah.
You reach out your hand and you feel the energy leaving your body. And nothing happens. This is beyond your capabilities.
I look you right in the eyes and I say, I don't think there's anything I can do.
No, I don't think there is either. I'm okay. It was just a bit of a shock. I'm not hurt. I feel empty.
I can't imagine what that must feel like.
You can't do anything. Even cantrips, even...
I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna hate this so much. I'm gonna try and cast Druidcraft.
Nothing.
That's when the tears start hitting.
Deirdre, Ray will lean forward and kind of put his hands on either side of your, knees. Hey, it's alright. It's alright. We'll figure this out.
I have nothing.
No, that's not true. Look at me. You have us. All of us. Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I hear you. The funny thing is, I'm not worried about me. I'm not worried about me at all. I'm worried about you and Leona and Kesra and Monty.
Deirdre, on my life, I will fall before I allow anything to happen to Leona or Mondi or Kesra or you. You are not the sole responsibility of keeping this party alive.
Okay. This is fine. We can get potions. We can...
Yes. Deirdre, look at me. Look at me. Big breath. There you go. It's fine. All right.
Okay.
I don't want to get your hopes up, but perhaps it would be best if you took a rest.
Okay.
Do you need something to help you sleep?
I just want someone nearby.
Do you like me to get Maudie? Or Kesra?
Maudie, please.
Alright. Have a lie down.
I will mechanically just get up and stumble over to bed and
Ray will kind of like lead you by the arm and pull the covers back for you. There you go. Lie down. You will not be alone. Not again.
Okay. Okay.
Ray looks at you, Marshall, and makes sure that you're going to stay before he goes to get Maudie. Kesra, Maudie, you two are downstairs and you see a very troubled prince thunder down the steps. He comes to your table quickly, lowers his voice. Deirdre's lost her powers. Maudie, she needs you. Go.
I immediately hesitate for a second, then just, without question, get up and go upstairs.
I'm gonna get another drink.
It's probably for the best.
Yep. I'm gonna push myself up and go get a refill.
Maudie, you come up the stairs to see Deirdre in bed. Leona and Marshall are in the room. Ray will come up after you.
What's
Touching her hair.
what's going on? What happened? I say as I'm like moving over towards Deirdre. Like I ask, but I'm like moving over towards her primarily.
I'll move out of the way.
I step out of the way.
I'll sort of sit up and I don't know how he knows. I don't know how he keeps finding out. The Whispered One heard our conversation, heard that I was going to try and fight him, and beat me to the proverbial punch. It's gone, Monty. Everything's gone.
I thought maybe if we worked with him a little bit, maybe it would be fine. I don't... Did he say anything to you? Is there anything you can do to... I mean, are you going to be okay?
Do I feel okay? I realize that, like, visually I probably look pale and more gaunt than I was, but, like, do I feel all right?
Not really.
I mean, fair.
Fair enough, eh?
Fair.
You feel empty. You feel as though something has been taken from you. You feel as though you used to have this connection to this incredible weave, to the weave. And that's an incredibly powerful feeling, knowing that you can pull more and more as you get stronger and stronger. And that pull is just, you're pulling and there's nothing. It's just, it's like it's been cut.
I'm empty. I have nothing. I feel nothing.
I second when I said you need to rest.
I would like to make a medicine check just to make sure that, you know, there's nothing physically wrong with her.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll.
19.
She looks like she's got maybe the equivalent of a level of exhaustion. And you do notice that there are some bruises where she was struck.
Just, you need sleep though.
How did... He just took them from you? I don't...
Oh, Leona and I were talking, and someone broke into the room. I didn't even see them. It was over.
Was it Val?
No, it wasn't Val. It wasn't Val. It was a man. And just every blow that he struck, and I kind of rub the bruise on my neck. Every blow that he struck took something out of me. Until there was nothing left. I don't think there was anything not Kesra. It's definitely nothing Kesra could have done, but there's nothing Leona and I could have done to stop him.
Well, maybe you should get some sleep. We'll stay up, and I won't sleep tonight and make sure that no one else comes in.
That'll just exhaust you. I just want you close, please.
Of course. Just kind of like get into bed a little bit, just trying to lay her down a little bit to try to calm her down. It's okay. I'll stay up until you at least fall asleep. Maybe there's something we can ask around, and maybe we can find out what's going on a little bit more, or get some clarification on how all of this works. I mean, there's nothing we can do tonight.
No.
But put this on at least, and take off the necklace and put it on.
Monty, I don't have my powers. I can't.
If you don't have your powers, then you need this more than I do. You need to be safe. You don't have anything to protect you. Just take it, please.
I reluctantly take it from him.
And give her a kiss on the forehead and just say, no, get some sleep. You look really tired right now. I didn't mean that to sound bad. I wasn't trying to say you look really bad. I was saying you look tired.
I feel not great. So, I know what you meant.
We'll figure this out. We always do.
Okay. I'm gonna scoot over just a little, and I'm gonna, tug on his hand.
I'm just gonna look back at everyone else in the room that's just watching us.
Leona's been making bets on us for weeks, Monty.
Okay. And I'll just...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie. No secrets.
I'm going to
Yeah,
Ray ducks out.
I'll talk to you all tomorrow, and I leave.
Thank you, Marshall. Thank you, Ray.
I'll pass them as they exit and come inside. Be like, why are they? Oh.
Leona, can you explain it to Kestra, please?
Yeah. But we should let you rest.
Okay.
I will leave. We have another room.
I'll follow
next door.
Sunshine. Yeah, we're just swapping rooms. It's fine.
It's just like a fun game.
Yeah.
Ha!
Musical beds. It's
Kesra
fine.
kicked Maudie out. Now Maudie kicks Kesra out.
Hey.
Full circle.
Kicked yours out last week.
Yes.
Everybody, every week, someone gets kicked out.
It's fine.
I'm just going to go sleep in the fucking stable.
You haven't been kicked out of your bed.
No, it works because Leona kicked out Deirdre and Kesra kicked out Maudie. So
Okay, guys.
All balances out, I think.
Back to the session.
it's part of the session. It's the most important part of the session.
Where are you guys going? To the other room?
Room, I would assume.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we were just talking.
Yeah, I was only downstairs for like half an hour. What the fuck happened?
We were just talking, and Val heard everything, by the way.
This is why I don't say things out
She heard
loud.
everything.
This is why we don't. This is why I don't say things. Fuck.
Well, after Val left, Deirdre and I were just talking, and then it was like she zoned out for a moment, and then there was this guy, this man. He was tall and he was so fast. He just kept hitting her. And it was weird. It was like she was okay, but she obviously wasn't. And now she doesn't have any access to her magic.
Shit. This is exactly why we don't say shit. The moment we say shit out loud. Oh fuck.
Keeping secrets hasn't really done us any good either.
Yeah, well. Before that, Sparkles had magic and what's her face didn't know shit, so. But hey, now that it's said once, we never have to say it again.
You hear a knock on the door. Is everyone alright?
Peachy.
I think so.
I checked around and I haven't been able to find anyone lurking or matches the description. Val's downstairs waiting for someone. I think she was wanting to see Kesra.
Not surprised you couldn't find anybody. I turned to Kesra. Are you what it's worth? You know, we've only just met her. And I know my judgment is not always the best, but I don't think she's a terrible person.
I know you think that means a lot. I appreciate it. Terrible people are usually the ones that get caught. But if Punchy wants to see me, then I guess I will go see Punchy. I'm going to get up and I'm going to pat Fancy Pants on the shoulder as I pass him by.
Why does everyone keep doing that today?
It's because you're tall. I'm going to keep walking.
Not very tall.
Yeah, I get that from my father.
I'm going to stop at the stairs. I'm going to peek around and, like, for the record, if you were shorter, I would have pat you on the head. I'm going to go downstairs.
Very well.
Oh, gosh.
Ray's gonna kind of tentatively peer in a little bit closer to you, Leona. Is there anything that you need? I know a lot has just happened. And I think sometimes you forget that you exist when a lot happens. You're allowed. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I don't know. That's it, I don't know. I don't know how we're supposed to fix this. I know we can, and I know we will.
Would you like a hug?
Yes.
Come here.
Stand up and I go and I just stand there and let him hug me.
He just pulls you. Your chest. You can like his chest right here, and he just pulls you in. There you go. Deep breath. That's better. You're going to be all right. So's Deirdre. I meant what I said. Over my dead body. Again.
No one else to die.
Death is a natural part of living. I always knew that one day I would... Well, I suppose my mother wanted me to take over the throne and become... Can't even really say it. But I always thought I would die in battle somehow, somewhere. Fighting a tribe of orcs, or maybe a dragon. But now I think it would be a great waste if I gave my life for anything other than protecting you all.
I think it would be better if we just all stayed alive. It's very difficult to have a happily ever after if you're dead.
I understand. It's going to be all right.
I know. I know.
It doesn't make it the now any less stressful, though, I recognize. I'm only saying this because I hate to see you looking like this, and I just want to make it all better. That's the only way I know how.
I appreciate it. I do. Hugs are nice.
You're still hugging, by the way. He's like just gently patting your hand.
Hugs are nice. I'm still just standing there. Like, give a light pat on his back.
He'll stay there until you pull away. You're in control of this hug.
I don't think Leona knows what that means.
Love, You'll get your happily ever after.
I don't... But, I mean, I hope so. I don't even know what that's supposed to look like now.
That's for you to decide. You get to make it all up now. It's to be exactly what Leona wants, not what anybody else expects from her. You're in control. And I'm here, right here with you. We all are. Your friends, your family.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll figure all this out And Phaedra will be okay.
That she will.
Kester will be okay. We'll be okay.
Can I tell you something? I had a dream. I don't dream very often. In fact, almost never. Was it Paylor? No, it wasn't Paylor.
It's just Kester then.
No, it was someone else. It was the Watcher. He's called Helm. He speaks to me sometimes. It's not really words, it's images, feelings, sensations. And last night I dreamed that you were wielding a great sword. I know. It was almost as large as you are. It was incredible.
I don't know if I can even pick one of those up.
With proper training, I'm sure you could, but the point was, I don't think it was actually about you wielding the sword, because what you were doing was you were fighting a whole horde of devils. You were decked out in armor, you were covered in blood that wasn't your own, and...
Ew.
I know. But the point is... the point is that you were winning. You were fighting them all. With a look of sheer determination on your face, a little bit of a smirk. Those green eyes sparkling. You know, you might not think yourself a great warrior.
That is not how I would describe myself, no.
That's how I would describe you. I think that's how Helm would describe you too. I should let you go.
Still hugging?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I took a step back. Sorry.
No need to apologize. If you ever need another, let me know. I've got an unlimited supply.
Right.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? Nothing you need to get off your chest, or... Alright. There's no pressure.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Downstairs.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Away.
No, I was just shifting the
okay.
scene.
Okay.
Downstairs, Valwyn and Kesra.
I got like 2 mugs ready already. I've only known you for like a day, but I'm guessing that this requires a drink, so I got something. Accidentally asked to be watered down as well. Whoops.
Well,
I'm just sitting there.
I will sit down, take the drink in front of me. Drink about half of it. And put it down. And I will lean on my elbows and... So.
Oh, I should note that Marshall is sitting at the bar alone.
You wouldn't mind if, we had a guest with us as well, would you? Because, if I'm going to do this, I'd rather get 2 birds with 1 stone. So I don't know where anyone went. Everyone just kind of, left. Don't know what's going on, but I don't want to interrupt again. So...
The more the merrier.
Hey. Marshall! Hey!
No.
I look over. Yeah?
I just gesture you to come over. Sit down with us.
I'll walk up to the table and sit very heavily in a chair.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You guys just look like you heard someone's deathly sick or something. Is something... if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine, because I know how you feel about sharing stuff. Is everyone okay?
Everyone's alive.
It's a start.
It's the important part.
All right. Okay. Well, I already talked to Leona and Deidre about this. It seems like there's a lot going on with you guys. You need some help. I'm just going to cut to the chase that I was listening in, because honestly, you guys are very interesting. I wanted to hear. So, I get that I'm not the most trustworthy right now to you guys, and that's totally fair. Don't know what I can do to make it better. Don't think there's anything I could possibly do. But I would like to help, since you guys helped me.
Well, first step is to I'm in public. First step is to not listen in on conversations. That would be generally,
Yeah, no, that's fair. Not planning on doing it again. Just, force a habit. Job requires it.
But that.
Sure you understand.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Definitely.
Boy, it's going to be much harder to convince you than it was the other two, huh? That's fair, honestly. I respect that.
So I know about as well as you might think how, you do things for the job. And no offense, but that's exactly why I don't trust you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because if you do your job really well, you kind of turn into a different person for the job.
Yeah.
And who's to say that the person sitting across from me is the person that you actually are, or the person that's doing their job? We all have jobs to do. I'm not going to begrudge you doing your job. But,
Well, I appreciate that you understand. Well, person sitting in this chair is very much is and always has been Valen Balmino. Some people used to call me Thea. It's my little kid name. It's a long story, that one, but street kid. That's about it. Not much going on.
I'm gonna pause you right there. Just time out. I really don't need your life story. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Oh, thank God, because I did not want to go into that because it would have been just like a bunch of boring shit, really.
No, thank you. I'm sure Sunshine would love to hear it. You should mention it sometime, and she'll be
definitely won't.
Right. Yeah,
cool. It's very long, very boring. 80 years is a lot to go through very fast.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, but she wouldn't want you to go through it fast. She wanted all the details. All the details.
Okay, I mean, sure, I can do that. What would make you feel better then?
What is it that you want?
I mean, there's 6 things that I needed. I got some of them, so there's only a few things left off my list. But,
does that list involve us? Specifically?
Yeah. No, yes, it does. And I don't know how much I can say in order for you to believe me when I say that. It's by no means something that we're doing in order to like harm you guys, because it sounds like you guys have already got a lot of shit on your plate. That's not what we're doing. We're not trying to add more shit. In fact, we're hoping to alleviate some of that. I would rather not finish that sentence because I feel like I know where that's going, and that's kind of gross. We're trying to make things better.
That's fair.
So I'm hoping that by coming clean, it's easier to get what I need in order to help you guys.
So
but
what?
At the same time, I get it if you don't want to, but it would really help, like all of us.
What do you need specifically?
Well,
surely me trusting you is not part of your job requirement.
Oh no. But after some other interactions, it's quickly made obvious to me that I can't just keep going with my shtick. So I've been had.
It's a pretty fun shtick.
Right? Yeah, see, that's what I said. It's a lot of fun, right? But and hey, maybe from now on, friends will stop giving information away. Good fun lesson.
Hopefully.
I do have to say, I think you're very much on point there, my friend. You know very well how to handle your friends when it comes to that kind of thing. Although it seems like you need some more team building.
Sure.
Well,
I have noticed, however, that you are also pretty damn good at dancing around an answer.
What answer would you like?
Why specifically? What specifically you need from us?
I need to know what you guys know.
About?
Well, about a few things. Tried asking about the ascendancy. Divine Covenant, and what you guys think of the silence, which is a lot of fun.
Well, that last one's a mixed bag.
Yeah, I've gathered. I guess I've had a lot of rough experiences, huh? Which, I mean, that's fair.
The last bloke I met from the silence, I split him in two.
Gross. I really hope you're talking about someone that isn't actually in the silence, because they kind of like juggle that name around and use it as like cover up. We're not actually awful, most of us, but
Well, unfortunately for you, we generally don't know shit about dicks, so...
I know a few things about Dick, but...
I mean, I also know a few things about Dick, but... generally not the specific... No.
I'm
pretty sure you know more than we do.
No, I don't, and I don't want to hear about Dick. I'm not. No.
I'm not talking about Dick. I'm talking about the first two things you said.
Yeah. I mean, I gathered, and honestly, it's better that you guys don't know. But there's one more thing I need to ask. I was hoping to ask Leona a bit more about it, but he was pretty shaken, so I don't want to pry too much as that is my job. I do have to remember what you guys did for me today, so don't want to completely ruin your lives.
That'd be nice.
I'm just gonna come clean and say that we as in the silence have some concerns about the Empire and stuff like that, and we would much appreciate any information that you guys have got on that. Now, I don't know about you guys being mercenaries or knights. I got the immediate impression of a knight because that's really cool, but I don't know how accurate that is.
Not accurate at all, personally. Biceps might know a little bit more about that. Fancy Pants, probably. Probably.
And Marshall?
Knight's a singular way of putting it, yeah.
I prefer the former term.
So, what can you tell me?
Not much. Frankly.
Here's what I'll tell you. I'm bloody tired.
Are we all?
I was tired 15 years ago. It's not really my thing to have information. You can laugh all you want, Kisra.
I mean, it's not my thing either. I generally actively try to avoid it.
Not bad. Not a bad idea.
Can't tell you shit I don't know.
But as far as the Empire goes, I don't work for them.
So nothing to say at all. I mean, working for them or not, I'm sure you heard some things about, the Queen. I don't know.
I will down the rest of my drink. What about her?
I mean, straight talk is as good as anything, right? Anything at all that you got?
I'm not drunk enough for this.
That's fair.
Why are you so bloody interested in the Queen?
Again, not me personally, but we're concerned about I don't know, the state of her reasoning. But worried about, well, our general fear is corruption, but, you know, it's been some pretty weird shit going on, honestly.
Insight
So,
check.
Yeah.
anything at all?
15.
What?
Roll. Go ahead and roll a charisma check with proficiency for me. Val?
What?
He's making an insight check to see if what you're saying about the queen is the truth. And you can message me the result. Marshall, what exactly are you trying to get out?
I want to know if she's lying about why she wants to know.
Okay.
So, I don't know shit about the queen, but
Do you give me a roll, Val?
Roll for...
What I messaged you.
What? An 18.
She's telling the truth.
so can't tell you anything about the queen. Do you know why specifically you came after us for this information?
Well...
Because, no offense, we didn't really know each other at all. What, a few months ago? So I'm not quite sure why we would be a good source of information about those things that you listed.
Well, I don't personally know why, but after getting some insight and also a very blunt secondary objective, it's because I'm not the only member of the Silence that you've got around you.
Pardon?
I mean, if Iona trusts you so much, I guess I might as well just say it, huh? You got two, actually. Iona and Muddy. I also had to go get some, well, tell Muddy to do a thing and told him that he could either tell me or just do it himself. I didn't want to, which is fair. He didn't really know me, but still felt weird that he would just withhold information like that, but whatever. And Leona, well, went off the radar, talked about a stone, which was really weird, so, because we use coins, I don't know who uses stones, that's so, like, primal. But we were worried about Leona maybe being involved with some people that she shouldn't be with. I mentioned it before. Roman. And I'm convinced that that's not the case anymore.
No, not anymore.
It was a pretty strong reaction to that, so I think I can gather.
Safe to say, whoever's worrying about it won't have to worry about it anymore.
I mean, we still very much are, because it's not just Ronan that's a problem, it's who he's working with. So,
well, I meant specifically Sunshine and What's-His-Face. Sure, continued to worry about What's-His-Face, by all means, he was a dick. but the whole Sunshine, the Leona Roman thing, it's not an issue anymore.
Well, that's certainly good to hear. Though we are concerned about a similar Sunshine Ronin situation happening with our very beloved queen. So if you do know anything about people that she's talking to that are shifty, that would be great to know.
I mean, personally, I can say with the utmost complete honesty, I have never actually spoken or seen or been anywhere in the even remote near vicinity of the Queen of Zandaria, but rest assured that if that situation should ever, for whatever reason, come to pass, I'll let you know.
I believe that you haven't met her, but when I look at Marshall, you clearly got more to tell, my friend. Are you drunk enough now? I feel like that's a question that has no answer. Like, I don't believe you could ever get drunk, but you know.
You're feeling cocky.
A drop.
What is it that you know?
Well, if we're doing this exchange,
Oh, no. I didn't promise a thing, though.
that's fair. Well, I'm going to trust that it's an exchange. I know that there's been some shifty stuff going on. Some dicey moves that's been made that's very questionable, that's led to people believing that Queen's not really doing everything in the interest of her empire anymore. And Silence believes that there's more to it. A lot more. More than just, the Queen making bad decisions. But people like Ronan pulling the strings.
What would the Silence do if they could suss out why the Queen was making such bad decisions?
Well, we would try and make sure that she doesn't make any more bad decisions, whatever that means. Most of the time it means trying to figure out who she's talking to and get rid of them. Or, I don't know, probably just try and make sure she's not sitting on the throne anymore.
I'm not usually a very serious person.
Okay.
You don't think? But you're asking me questions that are making me very wary of you.
Oh no, you have every reason to be wary of me because I'm asking some pretty heavy shit right now, and that's totally fair. But we have to ask them if we want to get anywhere. If we want anything to change, we need to know so that we can know how to best act next.
And again, why do you think we have these answers?
Don't. But you gotta start somewhere. We can't just wait for someone with the answers to show up on our radar and be like, oh, that's the one.
Hmm. So, I'd say I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, but pretty sure I can throw you pretty far. So,
I'm sure you could.
Gonna go with the whole inch phrase. Trust you an inch.
A very safe move, if I do say so myself.
Good to know that you approve. Really makes my day.
How does Marshall look right now?
Hold on.
She asked, how does Marshall look right now?
Marshall looks absolutely exhausted. The whole time you're speaking, he's staring down at an empty glass on the table.
Listen, clearly there's a lot that's happened between all of you guys.
It's been a long lifetime.
That's fair. A lot can happen in a lifetime, and I know that it must be really hard to talk about, especially if it's personal, or if it's, I don't know, like, I don't know, if someone died or something. Like, I get it, but it benefits everyone if someone knows.
Well,
and if it's someone like us, we can help. Although I get that trust is dangling by a thread and you don't really have much reason to trust me right now.
For the record, if I knew anything, which I don't know anything to tell you, but right now, if I did, I probably wouldn't tell you anyway, so.
That's fair. Marshall?
Let me think on it, yeah.
Right. If you ever do have an answer to give me, or anyone, you can ask Leona, she can send me a message.
Yeah, I've known you for what, all of 12 hours?
Verging on 13.
Good to know. I'm going to bed.
While this is going on, we'll pan back up to Ray and Leona. Can't hear you. Your mic's not working.
Hello!
There we go. What's that look for?
Val said that
What did she say?
she said a lot of things.
What did she say that you're particularly trying to tell me?
So, you know how I said that I saw Roman talking about the assembly?
Yes.
What if all this time the information I was giving him was going to them instead of the silence?
Leona, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And I know this probably isn't the time for it, but I think it might help me put a few pieces together. Did you tell Roman about my sister when we were on the road together?
Yes. It slipped, and
You don't have to explain it. You didn't really know me back then. As it were, after you told him we were attacked by devils, they were able to find us. If he were working for the Assembly, he would have told them where the two heirs were. We were both in the same place. If you remember correctly, they were specifically targeting me. I'm not saying this to make you feel guilty, I promise. I swear to you. You didn't know. You would have never done that maliciously.
still did it.
Leona, will you look at me? Look at me, love. I forgive you. Now we can put that aside. Roman's been working for the Assembly. And he knows that I am with you all.
Yes.
I don't know which one of us he wants more. I'm starting to worry that the best way that I can protect you is to leave.
No. We're safer together. We're all stronger together.
Are you certain?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very well. I don't know how to defeat him. I don't know what to do. I can't go after my mother. I can't go after Roman. I can't go after the Silence. I can't go after the Assembly. I'm not strong enough for any of this.
Maybe not by yourself. Maybe not yet, but together we can figure this out. All of us. Somehow.
Of course. Of course. You'll forgive me if one day I leave for your protection, won't you? If it gets too much, say you will.
Of course. If that day doesn't come, or at least until we know what we're doing, or what, at least have a better idea of what we're up against.
Very well. Suppose we should figure out our next move, shouldn't we?
Yeah. Would be a good idea.
I know this is probably the wrong time. But the way the moonlight is hitting your face right now is absolutely radiant.
You say silly things all the time.
You'll have to forgive me for that too. Pardon.
Figure this out.
Together?
Together. Deirdre will get her magic back. You're out. Everything else. Ray, have you thought about telling the others about the throne?
What do you mean?
I mean, I haven't said anything to them. Don't know if you have, but we know what we know. Would it help if Ezra, Deirdre, and Mondi knew too?
About my mother?
Yes.
They already know, don't they?
I haven't told them.
Quick aside, did Ray tell you guys? No? Okay, never mind.
Never mind.
I don't know. It's not about them. You see, it's about me. And it's hard for me to feel safe with people sometimes. And I'm afraid.
Okay to be afraid. And you don't have to tell them. But just because you're afraid doesn't mean it's the best thing to do.
Can you repeat that?
But just because
You're
it's
just
difficult,
quiet.
Just because it's difficult doesn't mean it's not, or just because it's, I don't remember what I said. Just because you're afraid doesn't mean it's not the right thing to do.
I'll think about it.
Probably feel better.
Hmm?
I said you'd probably feel better. I mean,
I don't know, it's pretty big secret that could, end a nation.
well, there's a lot going on. I think they'd be pretty understanding. But if you're not ready to tell them, that's fine. I just think you should think about it.
I will. Thank you for listening, as always.
Of course. Thank you for listening. And the hug.
You're very welcome.
I'll turn to, go back in my room, or I guess, open the door for him. I don't know. Does he look like he's getting ready to leave?
No.
Unless
you get up, then...
Oh, wait. I thought... Okay. Where is Kester swinging back up?
Probably, yeah. He's decided not to punch this new person in the face. But that's about all.
Good.
So, yeah.
So, we're gonna go to Deirdre and Mondi.
So we're alone in the room, right? Is that okay? Deirdre, are you asleep?
As tired as I am, I can't.
I told you need to be getting some sleep, so I don't know why you're awake right now.
I'm trying. There's just so much has happened in the past 2 days, day, 12 hours, hour.
I mean, I feel like it's been a lot that's been thrown at all of us for the past few months at this point.
It's been a lot.
I don't know if you noticed over the past couple of weeks I feel like I've been acting weird towards you a little bit, or distant, I suppose.
I noticed, but I didn't want to push you.
I wanted to apologize. We had I got a little scared, I suppose, about things, and I haven't had a moment alone to really sit and talk to you. But what happened with, and you don't have to tell me anything, but what happened with you and Ektion, was that because of me?
No. It was me. Ektion, when we were with Veranestra, I went and saw Ektion, and I told him that I had feelings for you, and he it's a very convoluted thing. He the day that I gave my blood to Tatiana in order to save him, it was around the same time that he and Tatiana had made a deal, or made a wager, that I would remain loyal to him, that I wouldn't betray him. And he just said that that's what happened. And even knowing so when we went and spoke with Gravidas, and Gravidas asked us what our secret was, I told him that I was with Ektion because of my own decisions. But that I'd fallen in love with you. And that was not your fault. It's not your fault at all. It was mine. The heart is foolish. And I've paid for my mistakes. Will continue to pay for my mistakes. But it's nothing you've done. Never.
The reason I had been so distant and so, I don't know, I felt like I was acting even coldly towards you, and that was never intentional. I just, after everything that had been happening, I got so scared if something happening to you. And, you know, I make bad decisions. I make poor life choices, I'm sure, as all of us do. But I would never want anything to happen to you because of a decision I made. Or because of how I feel about you. Deirdre, I love you. And I'm terrified of anything happening to you. And it was wrong of me to behave the way I did out of fear or out of trying to protect you or whatever ideas I had in my head of what I thought was the right thing to do. And I don't know what's going to happen. It seems to only get worse and worse for us, and I wouldn't feel okay if I didn't take this moment to tell you that.
Honestly, Mundi, the world could end right now. And I wouldn't pay it a lick of attention.
And I'll quickly give her a long kiss, then pull away and say, well, now that I got that off my chest finally, you should get some sleep.
I don't know how I'm supposed to sleep after something like that, but okay. As long
Let's try.
And that is where we will call it tonight. Everybody give a massive thank you to our guest tonight.
Whoa!
Melina! We love you!
Thank you for not killing me.
They're not killing me.
Sorry I was an asshole.
Sorry, I was a destructive poop.
It be like that sometimes?
It do.
It be like that sometimes.
Let's go ahead and sign off. Kessler, you start us off.
Cool. I am also Kate. You can find me on Twitter and everywhere important at Very Pale Ale, because I'm both very white and very bitter. And I play Kesra, for better or worse.
Hi, I'm Mindy. You can find me on Twitter at MKAY1713. My cat's trying to get in the room. I play Leona.
Hi, I'm Nevin, and I play Maudie.
Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me on Twitter at KatesD8s. You can find me on Twitch and Discord at KatesandD8s. And I play the very giddy Deirdre.
Next.
Marshall.
Oh, my name's Joe. I play Marshall. Thanks for having me, guys.
And last but not least.
Oh, that's me. I'm Melina. You can find me at Squirrel Curls on Twitter and Instagram. I do art sometimes. And I played as Selwyn.
Yay!
Yeah.
And I'm your host, Camille. I'm the Dungeon Master and owner of this channel. You can give me a follow on Twitter at CamilleDoesDND. You can also follow the channel at Open4Adventure. We also have something really exciting coming up that I will be announcing next week. It's really big and very exciting, and I'm super pumped for you guys to hear about it. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.
Bye. Bye.